Hey there, Shattered Pals. Sammy here with another episode of Shattered Knowledge. Today I'll introduce the new format called Quick Question, Quick Answer. Pretty self-explanatory. The first question is difference between plus something, plus percent of something, and plus percent all something. For example, this plus 50% evasion and this plus 17% to all evasion. Plus percent evasion means that for the stat of this particular item, you add that percent. For example, evasion in the upper right corner, that running dude. No, he's actually trying to avoid attack dude. So the yellow 142, it means that it actually has some 90 something base evasion. This item has that base number of evasion, and then to that you add 50%, and it ends up in 142 evasion. No other evasion for any other item is affected by this number. But this, on the other hand, is plus percent to all evasion. It means that it takes all the evasion from all the sources and then you add to that 17%. What it means is if you have a little evasion, then you would rather have something that it gives you the number, not percentage. But if you have much evasion, then percent to all evasion would increase it drastically. And another interesting fact, if you see, yeah, that's plus percent to all evasion, that results in much evasion. If you see plus percent defense or evasion on potion, it is useless because that potion doesn't have base defense and doesn't have base evasion. For example, you can see defense 114. We take off this potion and nothing changed. Next question is why is there a notification over these chests? As you can see, for example, for this info, there's notification and it means that I can unlock trade, or if there's notification somewhere else, it means that you can do something there. But for chests, it doesn't mean that you can do something with those chests. It means that you can, you have your furnace full and you want to collect the shards if there are any, but if you do collect them, the notification doesn't go away. You go to furnace and you cannot do anything here. Oh yeah, but you can buy common items for 140 24 that's not a good idea. So yeah, just disregard that. It's a little bit annoying because you think there's something you can do there, but no, it's only furnace being weird. Then the other question, what's the difference between damage and elemental damage? For example, some items can reduce elemental damage. There's the defense that reduces normal regular damage, and there's reduce elemental damage. Elemental damage is the damage from fire, cold, poison, and void. That's those are elements, and it disregards your defense. It goes right through your defense. For example, if I have 114 defense, that number is subtracted from the regular damage, but the elemental damage goes right through that. But if I have this, reduce elemental damage by 29. If that number is high enough, you pretty much can negate all elemental damage. So that's pretty good, but only in cases when you expect your enemy to deal elemental damage. Yeah, so next question is, for abilities, you need a certain amount of engraves, successful engraves on your runes. For example, this whirlwind have three successful engraves, and it's level 2. But do you have to have them on a single rune? How, for example, I have here whirlwind with 3 successful engraves and aerial slam. No, you can have, for example, this one successful engrave on fire grenade, and then add 2 successful engraves from other rune. You just have to equip both of those runes. So yeah, and the last question for this episode is: do rares always better? Um, when you start after shattering, the rares that you get are atrocious, and it is because you are of low level and it is dependent on your level. But as you progress at level 50, most rares are definitely better than uncommons. But eh, while you progress, you have to go over all of your items and see which one is better. For example, sometimes your weapon can be pretty damn good, like this uncommon weapon with 181 damage and 15 fire damage. So that's almost 200 damage total, and that's pretty decent, especially with this ability. So no, rares don't always better than are not always better than uncommons, but uncommons are always better than commons. And legendaries, and they are quite situational and they are subject to change. So yeah, you have to pay close attention what you are wearing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you for watching. You can hit me up in Discord for more questions. And yes, thanks for watching. Goodbye. And in case I don't see you, jam, jam, and jam.